Hi, Libra. Welcome back to Deploy Underground Tarot. So, it's your turn for the long form reading this month, and I've been really feeling these energies of moving deeper into accepting the fullness of your responsibility on this planet, okay? So, I want to call interplanetary energies, I want to call your spirit guides into this reading so that we get a direct message about, well, one, now that you have reached this platform, you have reached this place, how do you go deeper from this? Okay, so let's go ahead. Welcome to Deploy Underground Tarot. For those of you guys who are new, I'm T, and you are absolutely welcome here. I'm just going to do a mix on the cards again a little bit. Yeah, please provide a Celtic cross reading for Libra. Oops. All right. Very cool, very cool. Crossing you, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wow. Okay. The World card. Three of Swords. Coming out of that. Crowning it is, moving past that sense of worry does take an amount of time to get to before you actually realize that your next chapter has already begun, okay? So let's keep going here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we got two, and there's something about balance here. There's something about hanging tight. Just staying the road, Libra. Staying on that journey, staying on the path that you're on. I really am feeling that something is calling you to actually take time away and to spend a little bit more time with yourself as you start to restore balance here. Okay? Now, what is quite interesting here is that you're still coming up as really a powerful being, okay? And there isn't really anything moving away from what you have just received. Please tell me, Libra, what have you received? I really get this thing about now your cups are starting to be filled deeper. And for those of you guys, there could be some form of surprise gift coming in here, okay? There could be some form of surprise gift coming in here. Yeah, I really do feel like that's true. Yeah, that, there's also a part of you that knows that you are competing, that knows that you are worthy, okay? That knows that you are worthy of the place that you have found, okay? I think there's a sense of understanding that worthiness that we should go into here, okay? But I think deeper than that, hold on one second. The network, the teamwork, the collaborations that you have made over this past 6-7 months, even a year, the skills you have built, the challenges you have taken on, and the sheer craftsmanship of what you've created is really, Libra, moving you into a direction in which organization and structure is coming into play. Everything that you have put in to play over the past year, now you are starting to see that it is developing. However, I do want to get into this place of there is an evaluation of friendships, of the circle of support systems. And this has been going on with Libras for a while, not only in my cards, but in the astrology, right? Giving a deeper look at what friendships really matter, what friendships get you, which friendships are codependent, what friendships are, and this can include family too. But the reason why I'm saying friendships and celebration is at the bottom of the deck, I see this Three of Cups, which is all about teamwork, okay? But also it is really about a circle of support, but it was in reverse. So I was thinking, hey, if there is a reassessment of certain friendships that you have or family ships that you have. It's really important for you to understand that if that is what is bringing you these kind of 10 of swords, 9 of swords energies, 10 of swords, 9 of swords energies, nightmare, anxieties, grief, depression, that's crowning it. It really looks like, Libra, you have moved on from it, okay? It really does look like you have moved on from it, okay? Yeah. I mean, yeah, because you know what? Throughout everything that you have done, there is a sense, I'm starting to read in reverse, you guys. There is a sense of restoring your victory and communicating that. Taking all of the situations in which it was not equal to you and putting that into situations in which how can I explain this? You know how there are givers and there's takers? And you know those people who are giving you because they never want anything back from you. They're just like, here. And then there's takers and you're like, wait. I really feel like Libras, I really feel like you guys have started to discover who are the takers. Right? Who are the takers? And on the flip side, I really want to call attention to that Ace of Swords, which is saying, but you also identify who are those people who live their life, do their thing, and continue to love you and respect you from their own space and not a codependent way. This is actually quite interesting for a Libra. Now, I'm letting you Libras know that a lot of the readings I've been giving lately, a lot of people say it's been resonating with their moon, like you have a moon in Libra. My moon is in Cancer, and I have to say that recently most of the readings haven't been really resonating with me that I'm a Libra, and it hasn't really been resonating with me as a Libra. I've been really resonating lately with my moon, which is Taurus. So if this is about you and your personality shifting and identifying what kind of friendships you truly have and what they mean to you, I really want you, Libra, to open up a little bit. Yeah. I want you to open up a little bit here. I want you to open up a little bit and identify the source of your success, okay? Identify the source of your success. Why do I say that? Is because what came out is that King of Pentacles energy, which is topping that King of Cups energy that comes up as you. You do feel the emotional fulfillment. You do feel that you are in a space of new chapterness, right? You feel it. You're like, yeah, this is for sure a new chapter. I feel like I've gone through it and I'm starting a new chapter. But you are holding on to some of the grief from the past. Now, it's not that you're holding on to it. I think there is a process that it takes time, especially for Libras. It takes time. Yeah, it takes time. That's the Fool card. Give me one more, Yaya. Yeah, it takes time. It's like, hey, Libra, you hold on to a sense of the past in order to not unbalance your scales. You know that clarity is there. You take risk in a way in which Four of Pentacles in reverse, in a way in which you acknowledge that it's there. I don't want to say it's a form of stubbornness. I want to say that you're just like, I'm not going to completely jump to the other side of sheer happiness, sheer bliss. I understand that life is a balance of the two, of taking the risk and having a sense of clarity. And I really want you to look at deeper. What is this form of clarity? Ooh. What is this form of clarity? Because it's coming from a situation in which that Three of Swords energy, we all know that heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, okay? That Three of Swords energy in your past, right? In your past, is maybe, give me one card to start over there. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Wow. I mean, you are getting, you got something super clear. Now, this is the card of Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. You might be dealing with the one of those signs, or they might have it in their chart. But also, you know what? This this Queen of Wands energy is asking you to discover what you have connected with that is fun, lively, creative, open, free, philosophical to some point, that has gotten you out of that Three of Swords energy. Look at that. Look at that. High Priestess, and moving away from the Five of Cups. You really have leveled up, Libra. Like, you really have moved into a space in which maybe everything is and always has been okay. Okay? Now, what I do notice is that the World card is grounding your reading. For me, that energy is grounding your reading. And when the World card is grounding your reading, it really calls that energy of, and I want to be precise here, and I want to ask you a question. What goal or lesson has been completed? Take a second, think about it, breathe into it, and ask yourself, what goal or lesson has been completed? Because the World card talks about this. Some of you guys have moved to another country or traveled. You know, the World card is about this as well. What of these situations have reached a completion? Because grounding your energy says that now you are returning. Yes, it was given to you by the moon. It was given to you to make sure that that shadow energy that you have always felt following you, lingering you, that you always wanted to release, the incidents of the past, something that happened yesterday, any dark energy, murky energies that you feel are around you, you are starting to find that that is not the negativity. That is where you find the light. You feel me? That is where you find the light. And part of me feels like with that Six of Wands energy, you are sharing that with other people too. Right? You're saying, hey, this is who I am. The Hermit card with the Six of Wands says, hey, here I am. Here's what I discovered. You're not hoarding this information for yourself. You're actually sharing it with others. How deep do you go into that? And what I feel like this reading is calling you to do is to go deeper. You feel me? It's calling you to continue to go deeper. What does that look like, Yaya? There you go. What does that look like, Yaya? There you go. You know, the Moon card really, on the negative aspects of it, says there's some murky, shadowy energy that is almost mystical, okay? That you cannot shake. Dark, shadowy energy. But on the flip side, it could be a form of learning to trust your intuition. Not even learning, but actually understanding and following your intuition. Reconnecting with your intuition. Believing in your intuition. Knowing that your intuition is here to guide you more so than any book you've read, than any sermon you came to, any prayer that you have, any guru you followed, any personality in which you can say changed you. That is what is lifting you out of that situation, because you have identified something very true. The moon energy also says there was an unseen problem. There was an unseen problem, and part of me feels like that it has been seen. I'm not here to be your therapist, but at the same point, I think you're here to be someone else's therapist. I think you're here to actually put the word out of truth and take the risk of being subjected to the opinions of so many people who are jealous of you. Let's just go there. Unseen problems. And we started around this situation where we were talking about evaluating your relationships, and Libra is the key of relationships. It's so true. It's so true. One cannot have a balanced form of interaction in the zodiac without Libra present. The other signs wouldn't want to negotiate without Libra present. You feel me? Part of me feels like a lot of this comes from the light. Something you discovered, Libra. Something you found and that you are keeping to yourself. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, I really do. I really do. There's something you discovered. You took that blindfold off, Libra. There is something very solid that you discovered that I have to say, okay, let's back up. With the Two of Swords energy, you have to know that there was almost a time to compromise on what you wanted to do, but you made a decision. I really feel like you took that blindfold off. I really do, Libra. And I really feel like the space that you're developing in now comes from a place in which you are looking to slowly and respectfully and quietly move in deeper into your happiness. Look at that. The bottom of the deck, you have the Temperance energy. Ooh, Libra, I hope you understand this here. I am not here to preach to you, but you are here to preach to someone. You are here to share what knowledge you have come to know. How you have managed to balance that which is dark with light. There is something angelic deep within you, and you have identified it, and I think now you know that the transformation, you know that the transformation is locked in. And good for you, Libra, because the truth is your completion has been waiting for you. I'm your completion, Libra. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. You know? It's like the enlightenment goes off, poof, and all of a sudden you realize that your completion is here and probably has been here for a bit. 10 months. 10 days, 10 weeks. But to be able to let go of that which you feel has been bothering you for your lifetime is a challenge. The traumas that go back to childhood. that keep resurfacing. And in this moment, you have discovered in that light, in that darkness, that which has either or, light or darkness, exists purely as if you are watching it as awareness. I hope that that comes off right to you. Hold on one second. My computer did something weird. And whenever I do a long form reading, I like to make sure that it's running, because sometimes it goes off and I'm talking to no one, you know? There it is. It's good. It's good. That which is dark and light is a form of awareness. These aren't complex ideas. This is the things that you are discovering, that you are. Part of me feels like, a huge part of me feels like, and tell me if I'm wrong, put it in the comment section, that the ego, the part of you that's like attacking you, that you have come to realize and recognize that person, and is able to stop that person before they what? Before they what? Before they what? Man. Yeah. Before they move you away from you in your own strength. Like, not any kind of strength. We're talking about the Queen of Swords kind of strength. Jew. It's Jew. You know, Queen of Swords represents Gemini as well, and Aquarius energy, all air energies, but it also is you. You say, okay, T, what does the Queen of Swords mean? She is a self-sufficient energy, and she's totally honest. Look, every Libra I know, okay? I know quite a few of them. They are some of the most honest, every healthy Libra I know. And even some of the Libras who are just trying to figure it out. Every one of them that I know, they are some of the most honest people that I've ever met in my life. Ever. I can't think of any other sign in which it was honesty without a whole bunch of emotion, right? Libra will tell you straight up the honest truth, and they will tell you the truth about their situation as well, as long as you are a person that they respect. And you're like, hey, T, why are you telling me all this? What does this have to do with my current situation? Nothing seems to be changing. I haven't seen these adjustments that you're talking about. I haven't seen this completion that I'm supposed to discover after this form of awareness or light comes through. What are you talking about, T? What I'm trying to explain to you here is very simple, Libra. Is that within you, from all of this, is the urge to share. If you're not sharing, maybe that's why your completion is not there. If you're hoarding all of that stuff that you have learned in a lifetime, it's not for you anymore, Libra. It's for the world. Okay? Maybe that could be what's blocking you. For those of you guys who are 24 minutes into this reading, maybe that is what is blocking you. Okay? Maybe the aspect of being more patient is what's blocking you. Maybe the aspect of going out and reaching out to others is what's blocking you. Maybe the aspect of changing one or two things that you know does not work well for you. It could be food, it could be, health-wise, not working out, no activity, no intellectual stimulation, no form of communication. Whatever that is, and you know what it is, That's where the light resides. That's where that unseen problem allows you to reassess your situation so that you are able to see maybe those energies don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying, Libra? Like, I really feel like where you are is so amazing right now that some of you Libras may even just overnight, boop, and you're like, holy crap, why didn't I see that this all happened? You know? Some of you guys might have Gemini in your chart, and that's the twitch, the fire thunderbolt of intellectual exchange that happens when thunder hits the earth. There is a change, a rapid change, and some of you guys just may boop. Oh my God! Actually, my life, da 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 da. But for those of you guys who are like, yes, T, please put it in the comments. Yes, T, you are correct, T. I have accepted my role, right? I have accepted my role in how I'm going to share me. You know, share me. Ooh, nothing's better than a powerful Libra. Nothing's better than a Libra who is in her ultimate feminine energy. Nothing. And once she gets going, good luck stopping her. Ooh, there's the sun. Oh my gosh. Oh, the sun was just waiting there. I'm telling you, some of you Libras, if you okay, look. Because if you, look, if you got this far in the reading and you're still like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Look, I'm telling you. You are in a situation. You are in a situation in which it will happen overnight. Okay? It will be a realization. Bloop. Okay, whoa. Where am I? Because, you know, take a look at this card. In order to have this form of release, there has got to be, right? There's got to be something that you are burying deep down inside that the light is trying to penetrate. And once the light penetrates that, Libra, I'm telling you, you're going to feel the release you've never had. It might be orgasmic, to tell you the truth. This looks quite orgasmic. Over the Hangman, over the Ten of Cups. The Hangman is enlightenment. The Hangman is enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Hangman is enlightenment. Sorry, we want to get these up right. He's enlightenment. He wants you to know that I may be honestly just taking a moment to breathe in my Ten of Cups. And what does breathing in, taking in, what I mean by breathing in, taking in your Ten of Cups is looking around your life right now and seeing what is giving you this combination of the Sun energy and the Queen of Swords energy. If this is not currently happening, it is on the way. It is on the way, Libra. It's on the way. Now, I do want to take a look at this Wheel of Fortune energy because I was like, wow, what's crossing you is Wheel of Fortune energy, which is good fortune. It's almost like a turning point. For those of you guys who gamble, you might win some money. I'm not saying to gamble, but you might win some money, huh? But it's almost like through your acceptance of your emotions. Now, a lot of Libras, I'm telling you, hey, I'm a Libra. Emotions aren't really our thing. Sometimes we kind of analyze them away or logic them out. Right? And in some cases, that is good for a Libra. Like, they just don't have the time or tenacity to approach these situations with a form of grace. It's just not in our DNA. We're like, what is that? Emotions. But the beautiful thing is you're coming up as the King of Cups, which is the ultimate energies given to monitor your emotions with a form of respect, right? And crossed by the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like once you sit into that space of accepting your emotions, and I think a lot of you have already done that, the Wheel of Fortune kicks in a turning point in which everything you asked for, yeah, Nine of Swords again, in which everything you asked for, it's asking me to move to the Nine of Swords. Everything you asked for is moving you away from the Nine of Swords energy. Now, I do want to go in deeper on this Nine of Swords energy, if that's okay. Because I do want to touch on some of the past traumas, probably since you were a kid, that is still surfacing and that you may need to breathe in deeper into, okay? And let's see. Well, I wouldn't even say go deeper into, but I'm saying the Nine of Swords has come up here, okay? And it's saying take the risk, take the clarity, allow that adjustment, move the stubbornness of this energy. It no longer exists. It's no longer a part of who you are. So that was here, remember? It's saying move that energy out. Quiet it. Take the risk. You're going to get some form of clarity. And then it comes up again, and I think it wants me to go in deeper to this energy. Oops. Sorry. Okay? I really want you to understand, before we go deeper into this energy, that with the Nine of Swords energy, that which brings you anxiety, grief, depression, nightmares. If you look closer, you see that one white dove, white crow there? That white crow is protecting her. See? You do have a form of protection. You do have that everything in the spiritual realm that is trying to lift you out of it. And I think it is waiting for you to just say, take it. It no longer belongs to you. Yeah. It is waiting for you. It is waiting for you to just say, take it. It is an emotional burden. It is something you've been carrying around for many, not just years, but lifetimes. Okay? It might be some form of generational trauma. Okay? But you are ultimately put in the situation to release it, not only for yourself, but for your whole genetic code. Okay? It's you. You are the one strong enough. And with that Seven of Cups energy, it does say you feel lost sometimes. You feel like, oh my God, there's too much going on here. Do I make a commitment to this issue? Do I make a commitment to actually being able to manage the situation from everyone? But there is a road into the direct and correct option that you are on. Ooh, Libra. Man, Libra. You are on that road. For those of you guys who have not released this thing, you are on that road. You are on that road. And I really feel Nine of Pentacles. I really feel that Nine of Pentacles. That it... Can I just be honest with you right now, Libra? A lot of you guys are in this form of luxury, happiness, calm, safety, of, let's just say, of privilege, right? And I think it's coming to that, recognizing that your life with that Nine of Pentacles does have some self-sufficiency. You are starting to see financial gains. You do find solo pleasure into what you're doing in your life. But this thing that keeps lingering around is just waiting for you to release it. Okay, T, how do I release it? All right, y'all, how do they release it? Let's get into the big mama. Oh, see, this is why. Let's just give that a second. How do you release it, my lovely, beautiful Libra? How do you release it? How do you release it? I'm going to keep sharing that with you, okay? While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. I can't. I just can't, Libra. And for those of you guys who watch the channel, you guys know I don't bring these babies out all the time. I just bring them out where I really need to understand where the situation is. And it takes that level of trust. Trust. Oh, and at the bottom, of course, you got serenity. You got serenity at the bottom. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time of honor, to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentment interfere with your serenity today. That's what I got for you, Libra. I mean, I can't even start to let you know that the more serenity you find in your own life and the more truth that you discover within the environment around you, that you are sharing who you are and that people respect and need your presence in this very moment in time. You are so precious. You are such an amazing being. And if you have found this video and you watched it to this point, you know that all you have to do is trust. That's what I got for you, Libra. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Share it with your friends. Let's keep it growing. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.